Hey everybody, it's Carmela here for day 3. It's day 3 of our 5-day series. I'm sharing with you business tips every day, showing you how not to lose money in your business. Listen, we don't want to leave any money on the table. You hear me? Don't leave any money on the table. You can take these tips that I'm sharing with you every day, implement them, and see don't they bring some type of return and don't they bring you results? Because only thing I'm trying to do is help you get results in your business. That's what I specialize in. Is results. And I have testimonials of clients where they became paying clients because they implemented the free advice that I was given. And so I always say, listen, if you take it. That's why I'm giving it to you. You don't even have to sneak and do it. Just say, girl, I used that information that you shared and it worked. I want to hear from you. I want to hear that the tips are working. I want to hear that is helping you with your thought process in your business. When you jump on, say hello. Let me know you're there. I want to know that it's helping you with your thought process in your business so that you can take your business to the next level. But I always say this. If you want to go faster, if you want to go further, faster, then we need to work together in a paid program. Hey, thank you so much for joining me, Latanya. And I always get, that's where I get my plus size clothes from. I love her boutique. It's called Heavenly Boutique. I don't mind sharing other entrepreneurs because remember, Monday's live was on abundance. It's enough for everybody. It's enough for everybody. So make sure you got your notepad. Make sure you're ready to take notes on today. And if you missed Monday or Tuesday, it's okay. It's right here. You can go back and look at it, or you can go to my YouTube channel. Now, if you haven't been to my YouTube channel, I'm going to type it in real quick. I hadn't even thought about putting this on here for y'all. But if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you want to be. The reason you want to be is because the reason you want to be subscribed to my YouTube channel is because all of my trainings, whether they are from my group or whether they're from this page or whether they're on my personal page, because sometimes I may do a pop-up on my personal page and you might miss it, but all of my trainings are on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/C/Carmela Williams. And usually if I'm broadcasting live here on this page, it's going out simultaneously on my YouTube channel. So I've been, so all of these trainings are all in one place for you. So you don't have to scroll through and find them. There's tons of them out there. There's leadership training, there's business building training. And then if you need motivation, my daily smiles are there as well. So everything is in one place. So listen, I am a business coach, small business coach and leadership trainer, and I really enjoy working with small business owners to help you get your foundation in place. That's what I specialize in, helping you get your foundation in place. You can't expand your business. You can't put the walls up until you got a solid floor, until the foundation is in place. Now, some people need help even with the blueprint, right? Because you can't even put the foundation down. We don't pour anything when you're building a house until there's a blueprint so that the builders know how to build. And so I use the hashtag I'm building when it comes to build business ministry, because I feel like the Lord has called me to help people build, and I'm helping you build, whether it's spiritually, whether it's physically, whether it's your business. So hashtag I'm building is my hashtag. So I'm going to share this out and we're going to get started. I got some tips and tools that I'm going to share with you on today to make sure that you understand the importance of having systems in place. I think people think that when I say systems in place, I think sometimes people think that I'm referring to something pretty in depth, but it's not. It's real simple things. It just means, do you have a way of doing things that's consistent so that you don't leave any money on the table? And honey, if you're building a business and you're building a brand, you don't have money to give away. And so I'm here to help you so that you don't leave money on the table. Thank you for joining us, Andrea. Thank you. All right, here we go. All right, we're getting ready to jump in. and I'm gonna turn this music off. I love to sing, and so if I have that music playing, it will distract me, and I will I will get to singing. Y'all will be like, what just happened? I'll start singing, and we won't be talking about what we need to be talking about. We'll be talking about other stuff. And so we're gonna go from there. All right, here we go. So listen, in your business, I got my notes. I always tell you I got my notes. So let me tell you, oh, hey, y'all. Hey, thanks for jumping on and joining us. When it comes to entrepreneurs, let me tell you the type of people that I work with. And I like telling this story. You remember the movie Get On Up by James Brown? In the movie Get On Up with James Brown, there was a point in the movie where James had a brilliant idea where he wanted to rent out the Apollo. And he had some ideas on how he wanted his music to be delivered, where the executive came from behind the desk and started dancing. And James is like, what are you doing? And he was like, exactly, I'm not a dancer. He said, I handle the business and you handle the show. And so James just kind of looked at it. But, at that time, the record label was funding everything. So, they could say what they want to say. He told James, you worried about the dancing and the singing, and I'm going to worry about how we spend our money. And what James did from that point forward was he began to study both. And so he used his manager, him and his manager began to grow. And then eventually he was able to use his own money to do business the way he wanted to do business. And he told his manager, now I handle the show and I handle the business. And so what I do, you are an expert in your area. And what I come in to do is to help you with the business side of things until you have your systems in place so you can handle the show and the business. Okay. So you may be in business for yourself, but you don't have to do this by yourself. I spent about 1.5 years trying to figure out systems, trying to figure out ways to send proposals, trying to sort through emails so I didn't miss people inbox messages. I made it too difficult. So let's just jump in. Are you losing money because you don't have a system in place for, number one, follow-up and payment? If somebody reaches out to you to purchase something for you, do you have a system in place? Somebody drop that in the comments for me for payments and follow-up. So just drop in payments and follow-ups. Drop that in the comments for me. Because you got to have a system for people to pay you, right? When I'm selling my product, only thing I tell them to do is comment the number and their email address. All I need is your email address, and then I can invoice you. And I'll tell them you can inbox me your email address if you want to. So now I don't have to look for email addresses. They're not coming through text message. They're not coming through email. They're not coming from one system. Half people posting over here and half the people posting over there. I have a system in place. Do you have a system in place for payments and for follow-ups? And follow-ups is when somebody reaches out to you and they're interested in your business or they're interested in what it is that you do. And maybe you shared with them some of your products and some of your services, but they didn't buy right then. We like to use the word follow-up Friday. How are you capturing those names so that when you have something else that come out, you can send it out to them and say, hey, you reached out to me before, you were looking at this product and it was real. And I got this one here that's real similar. And so I just wanted to send it to you so you can look at it. Do you have a follow-up system in place to capture the names of the people that's interested in what it is that you do? That's what I mean by a payment and a follow-up system. Because I remember trying to work with somebody and I wanted to pay in full. I had all the money I wanted to pay in full, but they kept telling me, well, you need to pay a deposit and I'll give you the rest of the information. I didn't want to pay the deposit. I had already watched her. I had already saw that she was the best. I had already done my research on her. I watched her for a long time before I reached out to her to let her know that I was ready to do business with her. And when I'm trying to tell her I'm ready to do business with you, and she's steady saying, I need you to pay a deposit. You got to make sure you listen to the needs of your people, because sometimes people will watch you for a long time before they buy anything from you. And so if they say, hey, I'm ready to make a payment, have a way to send them an invoice. And Cash App everybody not going to be able to use Cash App. So you got to have a professional system in place. And don't require your customers to sit through a presentation if they've already made up in their mind that they want to buy the product. You got to have a way to streamline things, right? Move them on through. We talk about having a buyer's journey for your people, but if they've already watched you, they've already studied you. My coach now, I think I've been in her free program for well over a year. And so when I got ready to get into the paid program, I didn't need an introduction. I didn't need to know all that other stuff because I had already done her free challenges. I had already done her daily stuff. I had already studied how she ran her group. I had already studied all those things that she had been coaching us free to do. And so when I got my money right, I didn't need all that other stuff. I just need, hey, just send me an invoice. That's all I need. How can I pay you? And she started laughing. I said, look, I've been working with you for over a year and you didn't even know it. I just gonna send me the invoice. I'm ready to move forward. And so you got to have a way for people to pay you and pay you quickly. So everybody don't need convincing. You hear me? Everybody don't need convincing. And listen, you got to find your clients. I'll do a whole training on this, but you got to get to where your clients are. If you're selling high-end products, you got to make sure that you're marketing to the high-end audience and don't be hiding in a private place when you can't. Let me back up. If you're saying, I need more sales, my first question to you is, where are you selling? My second question is, the first thing I'm going to do is go look at your Facebook page, your personal page. I don't care if you got a business page. I don't care if you got a group. I'm going to go look at your page. And if your page is messy, got all kind of profanity on it and all kind of foolishness on it, you are your brand. And so you could be turning people away. I know you're having fun. I know that's your personal page and you have the right to put on it whatever you want to put on it. But just know, people do not separate you from your business. And if your page is messy, they will think that you're messy in business. So you have to clean it up. That's the first thing. The second thing is you got to get new eyes on your products and new eyes on your service. So somebody type in the comments for me, new eyes, EYES, new eyes. You got to get new eyes. What is your system to get new eyes on your product and new eyes on your services? Because if your current customer base, they could be good. You could have some amazing customers. But what happens is when you look at your numbers, if you're using a system for payment, you should be able to pull reports at any time and you'll see the trends and you'll see your average for the month. If you want to increase that average, you got to get some new eyes in there to see your products. You got to get some new eyes in there to see your services. New eyes meaning new customers. So if everything you do is behind closed doors in a private secret group, you don't get new eyes. Nobody new can see your product or your service. Maybe you have a range of services and the people that's in your group are only buying at this low range. Because remember, if you have a payment system, you can pull a report and you can see the average cost, the average purchase amount. And so if they're only buying at your low end, but you want some people buying your high end product, you got to open that group up so that the people that like high end can get in. Now that can be simply done. That can be done a couple of ways. When I say new eyes, it could just be on your page. You say, hey, I just posted post a picture, whatever it is, in my VIP group. You got to join in order to purchase. Put the link to your group. Now I just gave you a tip. Put the link to your group. Don't let them purchase it in the comments. They got to join the group. And so then you have people in your group that likes that product that you're trying to move. Okay. So you got to have a system to get new eyes into your product, new eyes in your groups. If you have a business page, you got to post on that business page at least once a day for 30 days in order for your reach to begin to grow. I just did a whole training on this with one of my teams on last night. So I can't go into the details here, but just take me up on this. If you post on your business page once a day for 30 days, it changes everything. And more people begin to see your results. You can't post this week and don't post next week and then post the next week. You got to post at least once a day for 30 days straight, and it shifts everything on your business page. You got to have a system. Now we've been working with social media, selling products and services now for over 3 years. And so I have studied it. And I'm telling you, these simple things work. All right. So let's look at this. Your systems that you need to have in place in your business. One, you need to have a way for people to pay you. We said that, and we need to have a way for follow-ups. You need to have a way for invoicing. That's part of payments. but it can be a simple invoice. Remember, I said when somebody buy a product from me, only thing I need is their email address because I got their name on their page, their social media page, their email address. And when I send out, I don't even have to ask for I don't even ask for their shipping address, because when I send the invoice, I move the toggle switch over that requires them to put their shipping address in. And I ship from home and I love it. I don't even have to type it in. I just export their shipping address that they put in. I import it into my system. So if they typed it in wrong, I didn't have to retype it. And so all of that makes sense. This is a part of your system so that you're not running all over the place. You got people's orders pulled, but you waiting on them to email you back so that you can get that shipping address, and you waiting on them to email you back for the email address so that you can pay them. No, simplify it. Have a simple system in place. Another system you need to have is you need to have a business account. You need to have either a business account or a designated business account. The IRS recognizes a designated business account. So that means it could be your personal checking account that you were using. And you say, as of November 11th, 2020, this is my business account. And from that moment forward, that's where all your business income goes. You use the debit card there for business expenses. And so you're not buying McDonald's and things like that out of that account. That is your business account. And let me tell you something. Even when you put money into your account, it's best if you take money from your personal account, make the deposit into your business account, and use your card to buy your business expenses, even if it's going in and out, because that's the only way, that's the best way to track it for your tax preparer. We'll go into those details in my Elite Women's Academy. And I can even answer those questions in detail in the masterclass if you need more work, more details on that. Another thing that you need to have a basic system in place is you need at least an EIN number, so you can be a sole proprietor. You only get one EIN number. Some people have a single owner LLC. That takes a few more steps, but a single owner LLC is very similar to having an EIN number. But if you do a partnership, like my husband and I, a partnership with an LLC, now that's a different classification. You got to do a corporate return, and corporate return starts around $350 a year to have those corporate returns done. And so you need to be making money before you make these moves. So if you're not sure where you should start, or if you're just getting started, just get your EIN number and get started in business, because that EIN number is instant that you can get. And you can take that print out to the bank, and they'll open your banking account with it. You can get your business license with it. The EIN number is free. If you don't know how to get it, you need to be in the masterclass on December 13th, because I'll actually share my screen with you and show you exactly where to go and show you how to get that done. So let's make sure your business is legit. Right now, you can run a legitimate business under your Social Security number and file a Schedule C. But if you want to have a business account in your business name, you need that EIN number, so you'll have a doing business as a DBA account. Because if somebody write a check to your business and you don't have a business account, you can't get your money. You can't cash the check. So you got to be able to do that. And I've been moving so fast, I didn't even tell y'all to put that down. So drop that in the comments, y'all. Business account and drop EIN number. You got to have those things in place. Okay, business account and EIN number. Thank y'all for helping me. Drop that in the comments. So first thing you got to have is a system for payment and a system for follow-up. Then you got to have a way to get new eyes on your product. And that's strategic ways that you're sharing your posts with your group links. If you have groups and you want to build that VIP group, or you post it on your business page at least once a day for 30 days straight, so that your business page would get a wider reach. The next thing you got to make sure you have, drop that in the comments, y'all, is a business account and an EIN number. So you definitely got to have those things in place. Make sure you have a way to schedule your posts as well. Here we go. Your business account and your EIN number. Thank you so much. I appreciate you ladies helping me out. You got to have that business account and EIN number, because that is now you set up as a legitimate business. And it don't take a lot of money to open this account, y'all. In most banks, it's like $100. So it's okay. You can get this done. I can even coach you and show you what you need to sell in order to get these things done. We put a plan in place. This is something you can have done in 30 days. It's actually something you probably can have done in 7 days or 24 hours if you got the money. But if you don't have the money, we can put a plan in place so that you can get these things done. I'm all about putting a plan in place, and let's strategize. All right, we're almost done. Have a way to schedule your posts. So somebody drop in the comments, scheduling. And that's the last thing I'm going to talk about. Scheduling. Drop scheduling. Scheduling, you got to have scheduling. So one of my businesses, I go live 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and I don't go live on Saturday and Sunday, but on my business page, I post on Saturday and Sunday. How do I post on Saturday and Sunday? I have those posts scheduled in advance. So there's still activity going on my Facebook page and on my Instagram page on Saturday and Sunday, even when I'm not going live and processing orders and things of that nature. So it's the same thing with you. On your days that maybe you're not going live, or it could be like your day off, it's important for you to have a way to schedule. And Facebook has made this so easy. If you're using Facebook and Instagram, when you come to the Jumpstart Masterclass, I'll share my screen with you and explain to you the new business suite to show you how to look at your numbers. Because let me tell you something. One of the things I'm always telling entrepreneurs is you got to know your numbers. And when I say know your numbers, yes, your pricing is very important, but I'm also talking about knowing your numbers. How are your pages doing? What does the insights look like for your page? What do the insights look like for your group? And I can show you, if you do some of these basic things that I'm showing you, within 7 days, you'll see your numbers going up on your page. You can see whether it's men, that's how many, the percentage of men on your page, the percentage of women on your page. I just realized when I was doing the training yesterday that I have a higher percentage of men on my page on Instagram than I do on Facebook. And so the way that I show my products will shift to make sure that I take care of the needs of those men that's on that page. All of this stuff, y'all, is important. Yes, can it be overwhelming? Yeah, it can be overwhelming, but that's why we put systems in place to show you how to do it. This ain't something you do every day, all day. It may be once a week that you sit down and pull your numbers. Maybe once every 2 weeks that you sit down and pull your numbers. That's why having a system in place is important. That's why having a schedule in place is important. And so what I'm doing today is just giving you a little tip and a little taste of what it'll be like to jump in and join us in our masterclass. So in the masterclass, it is December the 13th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. That is a Sunday. The masterclass is $250, and we will talk about how to master your numbers. So not just your prices, but understanding your numbers if you're using social media to build your business, understanding your numbers if you're projecting out, understanding your numbers, showing you how to set those goals, your annual goals, and break them down to your quarterly, monthly, weekly, even daily goals if you want to go that detailed, so that you can go into 2021 ready with a plan, a solid plan in place for your business. We'll talk about mastering your time, what those schedules look like, actually giving you some blueprints that you can use and customize, whether you're working your business full time or whether you only have an hour a day. I'm going to be sharing with you some solutions, showing you how to master your message so that you can get in contact with the right people, making sure you're fishing in the right pond, because you can't make your family your fans. Right? You got to make sure that you're reaching out and that you're showing up where your clients are. So listen, I'm looking forward to connecting with you all. If you want to join the masterclass, I will put the link in the comments. All you have to do is click the link when you're ready and make sure that you register. But also keep in mind that the Elite Women's Academy is opening up in February. So if you join the Elite Women's Academy, you get my workshops free. And if you join the Elite Academy in November, you have longer to pay it if you need a payment plan. Also, if you are a husband-wife team and you're looking for support, my husband and I have a program called Married to Purpose that we're kicking off in January. And we can get you signed up for that program too. And so if you're sitting there going, wait a minute, I don't know which program I need to get in, that's fine. Just inbox me and we'll set up a discovery call, and then we will work together to determine what's the best program for you. We'll work together to determine the best program for you and get you in the program, because all of our programs have a payment plan for you. So I dropped that in the comments for you, for those of you that's ready to jump into the masterclass. And like I said, if you're trying to determine which class is best for you, no problem. Just inbox me and we'll schedule a call. We'll see what your needs are, and then I'll tell you how we can best serve you. Thank y'all so much for joining me today. It's Wednesday. I'll be back Thursday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And tomorrow we're going to talk about what happens when you're fishing in the wrong pond. Y'all have a great day.